Excuse me. I was just thinking, and I was actually thinking about a time when I was in D.C. The People's Convoy had already disbanded. I was with the American Freedom Convoy, and which, by the way, was one of the first times that I was really able to get out and explore the Capitol, walk the grounds, and see some monuments. Even though I've been in D.C. a couple times, but never really for sightseeing. At any rate, um, I remember one day they were having a parade. I think it was a Memorial Day parade. I know it was before the 4th of July, whatever parade that was. And just before the parade was like halfway through, and all of a sudden I decided I wanted to go to the Lincoln Memorial with my flag and wave my flag from the top of the steps and take a picture next to Abraham Lincoln with my flag. So by myself, I separated from my little group of merry men and ladies. Miss Mona was with us that particular day. Gosh, who was it? Mona, Darren, Shelby, I think the Wyckoffs. Um, gosh, there's a couple other people there. We had a decent little group of people. But anyway, so I'm like, I'll be right back. So I grabbed my flag, my civil peace flag, and I'm like beeline. It's way over there. I'm like almost across from where the White House is. The Washington Monument's at my six, right behind me, and the Lincoln Memorial's like way over there. I mean, you got to go through the World War memorials, and then you go past the I think it's called the Reflection Pond. I think, or is that one in front of the Capitol building? At any rate, that big long pond that everybody saw in Forrest Gump, where what's her name, Jenny, runs through the water while he's giving a speech. Anyhow, I'm in a hurry because I got to get there, get my pictures, and get back before the parade ends because everybody's planning on leaving right after the parade, and I didn't want to get left behind or stuck by myself. So anyway, I'm marching, man. I'm marching hard the whole entire way as I go through the World War memorials and all the beautiful architecture. I'm not taking too much time. I'm snapping pictures as I go. I go up the left side, or through the center, left side. Stop. T- Excuse me. Touch the water with my feet because it's one of the things I always like to do when I see water. I like to touch it. I like to put my feet in the water. So anyway, so I stop, put my feet in the water, put my shoes back on. Boom, boom, boom. I'm marching, and my sitting high, just like when I was in the Marine Corps. I was the guide. I was the guy with the stick in the front of the battalion, next to the commanding officer, the captain. I remember I had a couple of really good captains. Anyhow, I was the guy that was in the front with my stick, and it was like just like I was marching back when I was in the Marine Corps, just like it was hard marching. At any rate, I get there, and then there's the steps, and man, there's a lot of steps, and I'm marching up the steps, and hardcore marching, and I'm just making my beeline. I get to the very top. I'm getting ready to go in there and take a picture with Abraham Lincoln. I know I got at least one picture. Of course, I've lost that camera or that phone that had that SD card that had those pictures because I didn't download them and save them in time, and I don't do OneDrive. At any rate, as I get to the top and I'm working my way to, I press the big pylons there, working my way towards Abe. I can see him; he's right there. A what you call it? The DC Metro Police Park Services guy, whatever he was, stops me. Sir, you can't go in there with a foreign flag. I look at my flag. That's not a foreign flag. That's an American flag. Represents that is a truly representation of America. It represents the civil authority that our original Constitution was founded on. The power of the people that works from the bottom up. They get their authority from us under the original Constitution, the way that it's supposed to work. So, anyways, this security cop, he was an officer, Stop. You can't go in there with that foreign flag. It's not a foreign flag. Why not? Why can't I go in there with this flag? It's an American flag. Because I said so. No kidding. That's exactly what he said. Now, the only reason I'm in DC at this point is because I've heard a whole lot of "I've said so." So my first natural response was, now hold on, brother. "I said so" is not going to be a good enough answer. I need to know what law, what rule, what code, what something that tells you to tell me that I can't go over next to Abraham Lincoln and take my picture with my flag, my American flag. And he's like, "I've already told several other people they can't do it." Well, I understand, but you're going to have to show me something or tell me something I can research and see, because I'm telling you is not good enough for me. And he was real calm, and he's like, "I'll tell you what, I'll give you 2 minutes and you can take your pictures." I accepted it. I mean, really, I could have stayed up there all day long if I wanted to. And if they would have arrested me for something without telling me what the code is, all I needed to know was the code. That's all I need to know is the code. If I'm wrong, I just want someone to tell me I'm wrong. When I joined the Marine Corps, I actually signed a contract. Not just the United States of America Constitution, okay? And when I say United States of America, I mean the states of America, the Constitution. I didn't swear an oath and allegiance to anybody but the Constitution. Who's the Constitution supposed to protect? Oh, that's right, the people. So ultimately, I've been working my butt off trying to raise awareness. And during the process of raising awareness, what I have found is that all the people that are employed by the corporation are working for the corporation, and they can't fight against the corporation, because if they fight against the corporation, they lose their cushy jobs, they lose all their benefits, so they just have to keep their mouths shut. At least that's the way it seems. Yeah, a couple people in Congress and Senate and whatever, representatives, say something here and there. But you know what? They've been saying a whole lot. So anyhow, I forgot what my point was. Um, Shoot, that's not good, because I don't want to record this all again. I'm already into 7 minutes on this. Oh yeah. So yeah, it was really just simply that. You can't just tell me that you have authority over me without proving you have authority over me. When I signed the contract with the Marine Corps, I signed to be basically let someone have authority over me. I signed the contract. USMC, you signed the mofo contract. Uncle Sam's misguided children. Something like that. At any rate, um, but the thing that bothers me most about this court case that I'm working on is that it was a simple registration issue. The officer, the trooper, I should say, respectfully, was polite and courteous. And even though he didn't really take the time to understand what I was trying to explain, he got the idea that I was serious about what I was talking about, and I believed in it wholeheartedly. And we basically agreed not to argue, and that we would let the court decide if I was right or wrong. After all, like I told the trooper, it's a matter of jurisdiction, and I want proof of jurisdiction, because Ohio, the state of Ohio, is a corporation. The United States of America, all capital letters, USA, capital letters, however you want to say it, is a corporation. The city of Lebanon is a corporation. And I just want to understand completely whether I'm right or wrong, whether I can truly quit the corporation, because if I can't, then that means I need to be more compliant. Or it means if I can't, then maybe I'm a slave to the corporation and slavery is outlawed? Because there is more than one type of American citizen. And in my research, even in fighting this particular case, I just come across another case where they talked about fraud, whether it be in the maritime United States or territorial United States, which once again proves that there are two jurisdictions right here in front of us. But if you're a U.S. citizen, you are a corporate employee and subject to all corporation rules and policies. At any rate, that be my thoughts on that, and it makes it just really hard not to want to keep fighting when they took my simple registration charge, where all they had to do was just show me where you have authority and there's a contract between us, because I do understand the government works on the consent of the people. I want to see the contract, because I'm just not going to consent just because someone just tells me to. I need to know the rules. I need to know the law. We all should. But if we just go around oh, the government says to do this. Oh, the government says. Now, wait a second. The Constitution was there to keep the power in the people, to keep the government in check, not for the government to tell the people what to do all the time. It's not how it's supposed to work. At any rate, I'm done babbling for a little bit. It's been fun. I haven't done one of these for a while. I try to keep them short because I don't want to bore people to death. But anyways, God bless you. Happy Saturday. And yeah, I think everything's going to work out just fine. Talk to y'all later.